Hey guys, my name is Jason, and my name is Seva. You can call me Jason, or you can call me Seva, whichever works best for you. Um, I'm going to be doing the, let me get my little camera here. Right, that works. I'm about to be doing the Aries Soulmate reading. Get my glasses on so I can properly read these cards. This is going to be the Aries Soulmate reading for my favorites. Hope you guys are doing well. Again, my name is Jason or Seva. This is Ray of Light Tarot, and I hope if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or the soulmate of an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, that this reading gives you whatever you need. I'm going to say a little intention, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull an animal spirit oracle for both you and your soulmate, and then we're going to go into the deep tarot of the month of May. So let's see what's going on. Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying their Sunday. Nice to see you guys. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Thank you for the love. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for being guides, for being friends, for being pals, and patrons. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you for gathering around me, being my four pillars and protectors of my light, my vibration, and energy. Thank you for connecting me to Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and their soulmate. For those who are most in need of healing guidance at this time, thank you for the clear and direct messages. All right, let's start here with this little angel spirit oracle and see what, animal spirit oracle, and see what cards represent you, Aries, and what ones represent your soulmate. Okay? Hey, 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 guys. Soulmate too. The skunk spirit is for both of you. Know your worth. You know, the skunk spirit is so cool. We think of a skunk and they've got that odor they put out, but you know what's so cool about a skunk, guys? A skunk can recognize and appreciate another skunk. Like, if you have a twin soul out there, there may be nobody else on the earth who will completely appreciate you and see your beauty, value, and worth the way you and your twin soul see in each other. Sure, lots of people may be attracted to you. Lots of people may be drawn to you, right? They may be like, man, you fine. But nobody can see each other's value and worth the way two skunks can. We could look at a skunk and be like, wow, that's a pretty skunk. We can look at it and we can appreciate that it has this power to use its odor to repel people and to repel its whatever it is that would attack it, right? Whatever makes it prey. But nobody can quite appreciate this skunk and know its worth the way another skunk can. And your twin soul is just that way, right? That's why I learned a long time ago never to be so insecure in your dealings with a romantic partner or a friend if they're your twin soul, because they already, you know, no matter whether someone's running, chasing, whatever, because that happens in that, and that is a common dynamic in that relationship in the early portions of it for a while. But ultimately that person, they see the best in you and the worst, but they love you unconditionally, just like you do them. So that's a beautiful message for you guys, Aries, and your soul. Yes, Pepe Le Pew, Daleen. It's a beautiful message and an important thing to remember for those of you who are twin souls. They love you. They love you so much. So Aries, you're coming out as the brown bear spirit, which is a lot of earth energy. Your soulmate Aries is coming out as the chameleon spirit. This brown bear spirit is saying, take time out. You think of a bear and how they hibernate, right? I know it here. Listen, Aries, I got you. I got you. I know how it is. Like, I know during these times where we're in isolation, quarantine, social distancing, all of this, I know Aries, it can be tough for someone like you. Aries it can be very resistant to change, to the unknown, because Aries is a strong sign, right? You guys are strong. You know what you want. You know what you're going after. You know what you're doing. You don't like being thrown off your. An Aries does not. Nobody likes being thrown off their game or off their path, right? But an Aries really doesn't like it. An Aries is like, an Aries will fight you if you try to throw them off their game. Aries, remember, there are these things called divine detours. And these divine detours, they're not always part of your plan, but they always are leading you to your goal, to your destination, whether it feels like it or not. So Aries, I really want you to remember, this is a divine detour, what's happening right now. It's not trying to throw you off your game. It's not trying to upset you. You're just wasting time fighting it. Let it take you where it's taking you, and remember, it's going to bring you to your boo. It's time to really take time out and really get comfortable with yourself, with who you are. You need to rest a lot, restore your energy, because why does a bear hibernate? They hibernate because of the time when they're going to come out. They have to have a lot of energy to start over. This is a restorative time for you. You've got the number 9 card. So yeah, you're coming to an ending. You're bringing an end to an end. A lot of things in your life that need to come to an end, that need to be let go of, that need to be waved bye-bye to. Focus on the positives. Don't worry about the negatives. There are always going to be negative Nellies out there. There are going to be people who don't, not everyone, like a lot of us here, and I certainly me, we have come to really understand how when we do something nasty to another person, we're actually like, we might as well be smacking ourselves in the face, because we're actually, by putting out that energy, even if it's in revenge or if you feel like they deserve it, you're actually just smacking yourself, because that energy, you're going to get back everything you put out. And so for those of us who understand that, it's also important to remember the people who do that, the people who leave me nasty comments, I try to remind myself every time, they don't realize what they're doing to them. Like, they don't realize what they're doing. Because if you did, you wouldn't do it. If you knew better, if you knew you were hurting yourself, you wouldn't hurt yourself. I don't think most people intentionally hurt themselves, right? I don't know what the word lights means, but I will say with this card, it's about doing things for you, welcoming this ending, letting go of things. Don't hold on to the negativity. It's not going to be something that will serve you, and it's not something you want to take with you. Carolyn, if you want to hang out here, it's fine, but please stop putting up the sort of esoteric one-word things. It's distracting to me as a reader, and I'm about to go into a reading. I don't want to block you, but I will, okay? Hey, Julene, nice to see you. Okay, so Aries, for your soulmate, you've got the chameleon spirit. With the chameleon spirit, it says act as if. She realizes she's not going to do that anymore. So with the chameleon spirit, it says act as if. And with that, what it's about is, it's about well, there's a couple things. It's about, number one, your soulmate is going through a period in their life where they're trying to make, this is very much a card, it reminds me of Gemini. So if you're an Aries who has a Gemini that's very important to you, this reading could turn out to be for you. So perme l'attention, por favor, and s'il vous plaît, perme l'attention. And so what this is about, this person is going through it also, because what you think of with a chameleon is the changing and the changing of appearance, colors. It can be about the shadow work, the light and the shadows, right? The light and the dark, that balance. It can also be about them trying to figure out who they truly are, what they truly want. But I do get a lot of earth energy for both of these cards, which would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and specifically this card, some Gemini energy. So we'll get more into that with the tarot, guys. But what I want you to think about and understand is that these two cards, these two signs here, they're both feeling like they're going through necessary time out. So if you are in separation, it's necessary, and also necessary changes, which will lead to the thing we all need the most, healing, right? Hey, SJS. I love that skunk spirit for the representation of your relationship, because only a skunk could understand your worth like that. Like, if you're a skunk, you have to understand it's about seeing the things in yourself that are worthy of love and worthy of affection, even the things you don't think about yourself are. And some people can see that, can see straight through to that. And the things that cause like a twin soul to run are not the things you think. When you think a twin soul's running from you, it's not because you're not worthy or blah, blah, blah. It's because you're deeming yourself to be that way. You're treating yourself that way. You're abusing yourself, using drugs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever you're doing to yourself is what causes the separation. Let's start. I like to always do it this way. I start with the soulmate, just to pull their side, because that's what most people pop in. They're like, what's my soulmate doing? So we're going to start with the soulmate of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And then we're going to go with Jello. Wendy, nice to see you. And then we'll go into the Aries and see what you guys are doing. Remember, this is not going to resonate for all of you guys. I connect to a certain energy group. If it doesn't resonate for you, there are so many that we are so blessed right now with all of the people that are woke and connecting. There's so many readers out there. Just look around. You will be led to the reader you're supposed to watch. Don't get upset. Don't get, discouraged if this reading doesn't resonate for you. It just means we're not meant to connect. We're not meant to resonate with each other. You can take your energy to the next place. No need to leave negativity. Protect yourself, protect your energy by being positive because you get back what you put out. I've learned that. I've learned that. Hey, Rebecca, show me the soulmate of Aries. That's what I try to tell people. It's like I'm not telling you to be nice and be positive and don't do thumbs down to like protect me because it's going to hurt me. I'm insulated. I'm good. I have enough love in my life and all around me. You're not going to hurt me. Like your negativity doesn't overwhelm all of the positivity, but you're hurting yourself by being that way. So I want you to be kinder to yourself. Okay, so this is your soulmate for the month of May 2020, Aries. They're coming towards you. They've got the Knight of Cups, so this is a really great energy. Knight of Cups is someone who's ready to bring you that cup of love, that full cup of everything you desire and deserve and have for a long time, whether you've seen it or not. We've also got the Two of Cups here. So there's some really good energy on their side. That's the thing. These separations, and then on top of the separations, these times where our whole world is going into a quarantine, it forces us to look at our lives. And if we have like a twin soul or a soulmate or someone that the divine has presented to us and shown like, this is your person. And we're like, no, that's not my person. And the divine's like, this is your person. That's why they showed up in your life. We have to look at it. Like we're forced to look at it because if someone makes your heart sing and your heart expand, they're your person. They're your person. But the same person that makes your heart expand and sing is going to be someone who breaks your heart too, in a way, not intentionally, but because that's how we get to the growth. That's how we get to the good stuff, is to heal. And the healing comes up from the deepest wounds. So this person is, although they're coming towards you with a cup of love, and although the Two of Cups is here, which we'll get to in a minute, there's some stuff going on that they need to go through. They have the Five of Wands. There's an internal, so the soulmate of Aries is going through an internal sort of flipping, things are flipping around in their head. The water energy here represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's mostly what we've got here. We've got everything's pretty much represented. I don't see any swords, but every sign's represented. I felt a lot of Gemini from the Animal Spirit Oracle for you. What resonates for you will resonate whether it's your sign is called out or not. I think that's something we do mainly for people who are early on in their awakening and they need some kind of confirmation. But I do see with this Five of Wands, your soulmate Aries is in a place where they're at odds, but it's with themselves. They're still at odds with themselves. They're trying to come to terms with a lot. They're walking away from something too. That something's been very difficult. They've been grieving over you, but the thing they're walking away from isn't you. You're represented by this moon here, Aries. So they're walking away from something. See all these cups with the Eight of Cups? Five of Cups, it's about choosing. They had to grieve something, yes, but they also had to see there were still those two cups standing. There was still hope in this connection. And they're ready to take sort of a leap of faith here. But in order to take this leap of faith with the Fool card, Major Arcana, and move towards you, what's stopping them? The grieving process, and also for some of you, they're in some kind of situation that it's hard to walk away from. Now, if someone's your twin soul, the situation they're in, if it's with like what we would call a karmic soulmate, just because that doesn't compare to you, of course it doesn't compare. It's never going to be that, but it's still, there's a lot of emotion there. A karmic soulmate is a soulmate. There's emotion there. It's not easy to walk away from anything where you have emotional ties and it's comfortable, it's safe, blah, 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 blah. Still, even saying all that, it's not something they want to stay in, and they're not going to. But it doesn't mean it's easy to walk away from, guys. You are the full moon here they're walking toward. You are their cup of love. But there's a lot of cups they're leaving behind to walk towards you, and that's hard. Would it even, think how much it means. Would it even mean is to you if there wasn't all that affection? No, that's why it means so much. There is a lot of affection in that other situation. When somebody will go, oh, this is my twin soul. Yeah, they're stuck with a karmic. They can't stand this person, blah, 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 but they're stuck with them. Well, you're not really giving yourself a lot of credit if they're just leaving somebody they can't stand to be with you, are you? No. What about if they're leaving someone who they actually love, but it's just not who they're meant to be with? What if they're leaving someone who they know they have a deep soul connection with and they've learned a lot of lessons with, and they are going to someday really appreciate that connection, and they're leaving all of that behind because they know what they have with you is all that more important and special. What I'm getting to, guys, is you don't have to downgrade, downplay, depower, or talk down or bad about the person who is the karmic or the other person if there's a third party. It doesn't give you any more power or make you any more worthy or make your connection with your person any better or stronger. No, honor and be grateful for that other party's presence in this too and what they're helping happen. Okay? Be the attitude of gratitude, the choice to have the right perception of things is a choice you make. And it's important that you recognize those cups, those 8 cups behind your person that they're leaving behind to walk to you, that moon, those are valuable cups to them. Those cups have had a lot of meaning in their life. There's a lot of emotion there, and it's important to honor that instead of denigrating it. Okay? It's so easy. Like, guys, why would we? Let's don't take the easy way out. It's so easy to be negative and rude and nasty. And it kind of feels good for a minute, too, doesn't it? When I get a really nasty negative comment, do you know how easy it would be and how good it would feel to go, like, stick my middle finger up at the person and tell them off and say some mean personal things to them back, like they're saying to me? That would be so easy. And it would also serve nothing. And it would also bring more negativity upon me. We've got to choose the harder thing, that's the better thing, that's the right thing sometimes. And the right thing is to honor and be grateful for everyone in a third party connection, even the one that you wish they would leave to be with you, if that's what we're describing right here. You're the moon to them. There's no competition. You don't need to denigrate anyone in this situation to make you look better. You're already their full moon feminine, right? That's beautiful. Yeah, they're coming, guys. You got the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. They're moving towards you, and they're filling that cup up before they come, right? And how does that cup get full? Well, one of the ways is they start to organize their life. They start to find balance here. This is a very earthy balance being found. It's about finding that your soulmate is trying to figure out properly how to relegate in their life, who to give their energy to, who not to give their energy to, who deserves to be in their life, who doesn't. This is also about getting themselves financially stable. Some people have been having some real struggles financially because of what's going on in the world. And part of them moving towards you, they want to be able to offer you something beautiful. And they don't want it to be in any way pulled down by, yeah, I'll be doing minis tonight at 9, guys. Thank you, Mels, for reminding me. I meant to mention that. Mini readings at 9 o'clock, Sunday night live. They don't want anything about this connection to feel unstable to you. It's very important to you, Aries, that you see them as a stable option for you, okay? They're moving toward that Two of Cups, but again, don't forget, this person is dealing with some heavy, heavy internal... it's like in the Arcanum deck, it's an internal tug of war. They're really trying to figure out what this internal conflict is about, and part of it is leaving those 8 cups behind, whatever those 8 cups are. If they're a karmic relationship or if there's something else, life is always a trade-off. There's always something you have to give up to get something else. And I know they have to give something important up to be with you. And so I'm not saying that you need to want them to stay in the place they are. You know, we want to be happy, but respect the sacrifice is what I'm saying. Respect the sacrifice your partner is going to be making to be with you. Okay? Page of Swords, by the way, is their overall energy. They are watching you. I was singing this the other night. Private eyes are watching you. They see your every move. They're watching you, guys. They're watching you. So somebody has all eyes on you, and they want to know what you're doing, okay? They want to know what you're doing. They're not going to do it anyway. Not going to do what anyway? If you're talking about they're not going to leave and come to you anyway, well, this might not be your reading. Because for this, whoever this is for, this is someone who is 8 of Cups. They're walking away from one thing to move to their true north, to their destiny. So that is definitely happening. You move, right, Amy? Surely not every move. Okay, let's see what's going on with Aries. Private eyes are watching you. This is someone who's trying to find out more too. For some of you, if you have a sort of a new relationship budding, someone's really interested in knowing more about you, you know? What's the overall for Aries? Oh, okay. This is interesting. Someone is really moving towards you fast. That 8 of Cups came out again with the Knight of Swords beside it. So they're not only, like, they are coming towards you, like, to offer love. That Knight of Cups was there for their overall journey. But this thing, once they decide to walk away from whatever that was, it's a hard decision to come to. But baby, once they make that decision, they are moving in hot. They're coming in hot and fast. That Knight of Swords is on a mission, man. I can just feel those swords. Now that's usually, sometimes the Knight of Swords can even be a little bit of a frenetic or angry energy, but it's to declare some real truth. So there's a lot of truth coming in from this person. They're also coming out King of Swords and Magician. That's strong Gemini and Virgo energy. Obviously King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A lot of airy energy. Ah, you've got so many good things coming here. Look at this, Aries. You've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, spirit-led new beginnings. The divine is offering you a newness here. And it's not always about your partner. Like, this is a soulmate reading, so of course it does ultimately tie into that, and of course they're moving towards you. But what this is saying to me is Spirit's offering you a new beginning in so many things. It's all about, what are you willing to accept? Are you willing to accept that this hibernation is a chance for you to come out, to emerge with a newness of life in every aspect of your life? Because Spirit's willing to give it to you. The things you're passionate about, your sex life, love, anything you feel love for, your actual love life. You've also got this Three of Cups here. The Three of Cups, it's time to collaborate. When we talk about your soul path, using your gifts and finding something that will help you expand materially in a beautiful way financially, you need to collaborate. Could be you and two other people, three people, but this is also about that soulmate connection I was just talking about, and the love life and the third party stuff that's there in the past, coming to an end. And it may not even be, for some of you, it's an energy of someone else. There's two of you in the connection, and then there's still an energy hanging around. Well, that energy will go the minute you show proper appreciation for the lessons it brought to the connection. Show proper gratitude and appreciation. Stop being a hater towards your person's other person from the past, whatever. That does not, guys, I know, I get it. I know it's easy because I can feel people going, you don't know what this person. No, it doesn't matter. That's just chatter. We are all human fallen beings. We have all done things like that. Okay, so you didn't do anything to them to deserve it. Have you never done anything wrong to anyone in your life? Please. We all have, guys. We all have. Let's choose. Let's choose the perspective of, instead of viewing everyone with judgment, let's view everyone with a little bit of a lens of grace. Let's give grace to people, okay? People are dropping like flies. They're dying right and left. Now is the time to give people grace, if ever there was one. You also have this Magician card. This is a major arcana card, Aries, and it's about you having, it's mercurial. Mercurial energy is about communication, and it's about your invocations, your ability to be that magician, to invoke the things you want to create, okay? And what is this? This is, why do I say mercurial? This is Virgo and Gemini energy. Those are the two signs that are ruled by Mercury. That's what those two signs have in common. They have the ability, if they will use it, to communicate properly and accurately. They can create so many beautiful things. That energy, for you being the magician here, you have the ability to create so many beautiful things, Aries. You have that ability. It's all within your reach. It's all at your table. It's all within your reach. It's whether or not you choose to use this ability, okay? You're also being called not to worry too much. You have a choice here. Are you going to choose the Nine of Wands, this wounded warrior energy, where you're just in a lot of frustration and stress, or are you going to choose to really see? This is perception. You can look at the same thing. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. This is the same situation, and it's how you choose to see it. Do you choose to see it as the Nine of Wands, or do you choose to see it as the Nine of Pentacles? It's your choice to choose the right perspective here, guys. And it's also telling us what's happening here in this connection to get you to the thing you're trying to manifest. To get there, you have to acknowledge that you do have both of these going on an actual, real, almost cellular, molecular level. You're coming to the end of a tough cycle. You're coming to the end of some things that have been painful, but you're a warrior. You're wounded, but you're a wounded warrior, and you're going to make it through. And you're also being told to continue to focus on the things in your life the most that are bringing you joy. That Nine of Pentacles, the 10th Pentacle is your relationship side. That's where things that are good are coming in the relationship. That person coming in, Knight of Cups. Those other 9 are about everything else in your life that you have control over, Magician. You have a say in all the rest, okay? The 10th one, leave it to Spirit, leave it to God, leave it to Creator. The others, you have the ability to bring those in. Yeah, but I always get to everything. No, don't worry. Listen, Tulip Girl, you haven't watched me long enough. Don't worry. If I go from one thing and then I move to another, I always come back and cover everything. Everything's in here. It's not going to get lost. It's coming and it's divinely guided. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. From the time I start a reading and say my prayer or intention or invocation, what's meant to come through will come through. You either trust that or you don't. If you cannot trust that, there's no point in watching these things. Guys, you have the ability to manifest all of these things. The 10th one, you don't. It's coming from spirit. That Knight of Cups coming in, that's the one you're not in control of. So let go of the steering wheel, oh little human of little faith. You don't have the control there. Stop pretending you do. What's the point of pretending we do when we don't? We just don't, guys. That's in the hands of the divine. And until you accept and trust in that, you're not going to get anywhere on this journey. Okay, I'm going to pull a mystical shaman card. Yeah, that's to me that would be the divine pinnacle oracle in the stone. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to pull a mystical shaman card to wrap this reading up. What guidance from the mystical shaman oracle do Aries and their soulmate need for May of 2020? Hope you guys are having a nice Sunday. I know I am. And I'm about to get back to it in just a minute. I had to do this reading real quick. All right. Okay, this is a great card. You've got the Blade. This card is the number 6 card. The number 6, for me specifically, is about healing, but it's also about where the soul and the spirit are sort of at odds, kind of like the Devil card, if you think of the number 666. No numbers are negative. Numbers are good things. Numbers are always positive. There's no such thing as a negative number. Negative integer? Yes. Negative number? No. They are positive things. The number 6 is about finding that spot, the pain spot that needs healing. And you have to sometimes use that blade, cut through to get there. This is airy energy. You're being guided to be in that logical airy energy, at least in the beginning of May, to lead you into those things, because you're going to have sort of this fluttery heart feeling coming in middle to the end when your soulmate's really coming in with that Knight of Cups. And guys, remember, you feel these things energetically before they happen three-dimensionally or physically. So be looking for the signs and the feelings too. But with this blade, it's also telling you to be concise in everything you do. Don't do things just sort of, without any intentions. Set intentions. Use the law of attraction intentionally, right? Write positive affirmations. Do your meditations. Don't be willy-nilly about anything right now. For the remainder of April, the last few days here, and then going into May, it's very important for you to be razor sharp in your actions, your intentions, your words, and everything you endeavor to take on. Because you're moving to a place with your path, not just, I don't want to say with your soulmate, because it's not just about your soulmate. This is a soulmate reading, but it's about so much more. You're moving to a place where you have to be willing and able to cut right to the heart of the matter. You have to be able to do that. And a lot of you, let's not kid ourselves. I was like that too in the beginning of this crazy journey. When we first awaken to this type of thing, we're willing to tell ourselves any kind of lie to get what we want. And most people start watching tarot or using energy work or doing things like that just to get what they want. It's not about the real purpose and why you're really here. But as you grow and you learn enough and you get spanked enough spiritually, you learn what you're really here for and how important that really is and how it's all connected. It's all connected. So remember, be very concise, guys. Set your intentions as concisely and clearly as possible, and you're going to have a much better shot at bringing in what it is you want. But remember, when it comes to love, especially if you're focused on a specific person or partner, you can't manifest that. Manifesting doesn't involve trying to make someone do what you want. That doesn't work that way. You can manifest everything else, though. Those 9 pentacles, waiting for that 10th, that divine one, those 9, go manifest the hell out of them, okay? Focus on that and good things are coming. The other one's coming in too with that nice cup, and that looks really good. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Love you, mean it. Namaste. The God within me honors and sees the God within you. Thank you, guys.